not that Christmassy. Hold on, I'll show it to you.
It's not a Christmas sweater?
It's not that Christmassy.
We've got the whole moon cycles. We've got some upside down crosses. We've got an on fire church. We've got pentacles. I love it. We've got the goats. That's fantastic. That is a Satanist Christmas sweater. I think that's pretty bitchin', yo. That's amazing.
You know what? I bought it from a guy on Etsy.
Oh my God, I love that.
Yeah, and apparently, I think he runs like a heathen fucking church or something like that. Like,
oh my God, I love it. And of course, a Satanist heathen church would have its own Etsy shop. Why wouldn't it?
But
why wouldn't it?
He fucked up the shipping on the first one, so I had to reimburse me and then do another one. And then I said, thanks for sending the second one. You know what I mean? Thanks for understanding about that. And he said, no problem, man. May the blessing of the elders be with you.
Fuck yeah, I love it. Well, thank you so much for that. I will take the blessings of the elders.
And I didn't know what I told him. Know what I wrote back? I was like, right on, man.
Right on, man. Fuck yeah. That's pretty amazing.
What the fuck?
I love it. No, that's fucking great.
I kind of felt probably like the Native Americans did when the Spanish were handing them blankets, you know what I mean?
Like, oh my God, do I need to be terrified about this?
Yeah, it's like, what did I just fucking buy?
It's great. I love it. I think it's fantastic.
But I do like it a lot.
That's pretty creative.
I wore it to Wish once. It was fun.
And did you get any feedback?
I wore it in the store. I don't give a shit. Like, I was looking through produce wearing this fucking thing.
Did you get any side eye from the little church ladies?
Of course. Those stuck up bitches.
They can't deal with it. I'm sure they're all gonna pray for you. Right? What are you doing?
I'm trying to turn this light on so I got more light. I can't. Okay, there we go. Sorry.
Okay, anyway. Hello and welcome. I'm Haleigh.
And I'm Jonny.
And this is Jonny Haleigh Day of Fun. Fuck yeah.
True that. So
I love it. Fabulous sweater.
So fill me in on like what's happening. What's happening in Sioux Falls, like in that one place, like because they're selling.
What?
Because they totally, like the dispensary that you go to.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was like, I don't pay attention to the news. I don't know what you're talking.
But you told me. But like, no. Like, I was just wondering, like, what's happening with that? Because like, did South Dakota change anything? Did you guys legalize it? Or
well, it doesn't matter because it's on the res. So
I'm asking, like, did South Dakota loosen its grip on that, or no? I'm just saying in general.
The recreational they voted down, so it's only the medical, and like the way that I understand it, it's like gonna be a super pain in the butt to get like a state medical card.
Yeah,
I'm sure it will be. So. Yeah, it's a bummer. Krusty, freaking Krusty. Shout out to Krusty. Have you listened yet? Do you want? Remember, we're trying to get her to come on. Come on over. Johnny's waiting. Krusty, where you at?
Krusty, where you at?
Where you at? You know where she's at is trying to suck the dick of everybody in the Trump fucking administration so she can.
Hey, like I said, I'd throw a mega hat on. Why not?
Okay. Okay. Aisha was saying something. I don't watch the news, so I have no idea. Something about Kanye West being involved in the Donald Trump presidential campaign or something. Is this a true thing, or did I misunderstand something horribly that Aisha was saying?
I think Kanye West is running for president.
Like his own self?
I don't know for sure, but like I was talking to my brother and he said something about like Kanye West running for president, or like it's as ridiculous as Kanye West running for president.
Oh my God, she said something. I mean, listen, again, I don't watch the news, so go find that out for yourselves because we don't care.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't either. Like, we've already had one mentally ill person in the office. Yeah, let's be honest.
It's just like I care, but nothing's gonna change.
No, the president doesn't really even matter anymore. It's all Congress, and they don't do fuck all anyway. So it's like it's all kind of a moot point.
Right. I vote every 2 years. That's what I do. You know what I mean? Well, mid-election and then election.
Yeah. No,
I vote during the elections.
Like, I don't know. It doesn't matter. Like, it really is only the local ballot stuff that matters.
Well, to be honest, though, I don't know a whole lot about the local people other than the pieces of shit that are already in there. You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah, I know.
Hovind's kind of a piece of shit, but he's been there. He's been a piece of shit in North Dakota politics forever. So he's always been a piece of shit.
Yeah.
But a lot of people disagree with me that he's a piece of shit.
Yeah, obviously, because they keep voting him in. So, like, whatever, I guess.
But sorry, we did not want to dive into politics. I just want to say Hovind is a piece of shit. I don't like Hovind.
Well, and we have no idea whether or not Kanye West is running for president.
Yeah, don't hold me to that. I mean,
I don't know. We could be creating our own false news circuit. I don't know. Yeah. Who cares? Kanye is running for president. His VP is going to be Oprah, and their chairman, their secretary of the treasury is going to be Cardi B. It's going to be fucking great.
You're right. But no. I'm just basically telling you that North Dakota is just as big as the circus as fucking South Dakota.
Oh, yeah. Man.
North Dakota is fucking bad. Like, it's just a circus.
I just feel like sometimes when I see some of the political ads, I'm just like, God, I really wonder what political ads look like in other states, because this fucking this cheesy, stupid, fucking low budget horse shit we got going on. Let me tell you, it's not
right.
I don't know who that impresses, but
I used to write on Kevin Kramer's Facebook just because I knew he wasn't on it. It was like some fucking intern. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know that's not them.
So I was typing it, just thinking, God, I hope I make this intern laugh. You know what I mean?
Yeah, at least they have a good time.
That'd be fantastic. But I used to write, Kevin Kramer, how do you get Donald Trump shit out of the slit of your penis? Oh yeah. But anyway, enough of that.
Enough of that. Today, what are we talking about?
Hancock.
Graham motherfucking Hancock, right? And fucking Randall Carlson on that Joe Rogan episode. Oh, they're just my new fucking favorites of the whole wide world.
Uh-huh. Well, hold on. Did you watch the one where they debated that guy?
Yeah, that Mark.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Someone from the Skeptic.com or the Skeptic magazine or whatever.
Well, it's not that he's like. He
runs a Skeptic publication, right?
Something like that. Or he
or did, at least. I think that because that was in like maybe 2016, 2017.
Yeah. But like I think he's involved with like a different kind of like science or something like that doesn't agree with the thesis that, you know what I mean? It's something like that.
Is it archaeology? Is he archaeology? I don't know, but this, because the stuff that Randall Carlson would pull up on those different, so this is all of the evidence and stuff. Basically, it all goes to the evidence of a massive flood, a massive world cataclysm, right? But the stuff that they show on the podcast that Randall Carlson has, like those pictures that he has that you look at, it's like, yeah, you look at that and it's like, yeah, that was created by water. That has to have been created by a huge ass motherfucking flood.
Yeah. The only thing that fucking kind of weirded me out was those human like trench things in Malta.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about?
From the episodes or from that Randall Carlson?
No, from the episodes. I'm talking about. I think it was the third episode when they were in Malta.
Yeah, the ancient apocalypse.
Yeah.
Netflix.
But sorry, I just took a way right turn.
No, go ahead. That's what we're talking about.
But do you remember those like little trenches, those little divots or whatever in Malta?
Yeah.
That lead all the way to the sea, so they think they were
because he started doing scuba diving, because like you can see them. They had like the aerial views or whatever.
Yeah,
you know, it's not like the Nazca lines that are like in sand. It's like carved down into stone, and it does look like
Yeah, he was walking in them.
Yeah, and when I saw it, I thought it looked to me like, in the old school, like I'm thinking like Indiana Jones in the Temple of Doom, like when they have that railroad underground. Like it looks to me like there was like they called them cart tracks, he said. And it's like, it looks like wheel tracks in the stone.
Yeah.
Yeah, and and they go right down into the water and you can go scuba dive and they still see underneath and like they're all covered in seaweed and whatever.
Yeah. But like I was thinking, okay. Like I was thinking of like
what did I get us confused?
A little bit. No. But you were saying like those they were like cart tracks?
Yeah, that's one of the things they called them just because it's what they look like.
Okay. I was gonna say, like, did they I didn't know if they were like literal car tracks.
Because, no, like, just that's what it looks like. So they don't, but like, because if you look at them, they all like they crisscross each other.
Yeah, it's and like they're
all and they're all over the place. So it's like they don't know what the purpose of it was. But it's that same thing with what was the one? Was it the one? Is it the one in Indonesia, the Gunung Padang one that like, where there's the whole like they had the picture of like the spots in the land that it is now. Indonesia used to be part of a big continent, but it's all covered in water now because of that flood. So there's stuff underwater, like where because there's another one where he goes scuba diving and looks at those big monoliths, like they kind of remind me of the Easter Island faces, big stone faces, but they're underwater.
Which episode was that?
I can't remember if it was. I think it was the second one.
Okay.
It might have been. You know what? It could have also been from Ancient Civilizations because I've been watching that one too.
Oh, they probably was that.
Yeah. I've just gotten down like a whole rabbit hole of like ancient civilizations and all these ancient sites because it's like it's super interesting.
Yeah, like I went on a super deep dive on Graham Hancock when I first found him.
But, I gotta listen to his books, man. I gotta get those on the Audible.
Yeah, I have a few. Like I said, I haven't dove too deep into them, but
I mean, but he's got a lot of like data and like that you can look at that it's and that's what I think is interesting with the Randall Carlson stuff is like he's been collecting like geographical data. Like a lot of the sciences like archaeology doesn't necessarily always use all those tools that like but now they're starting to like use the more land like geographical like the stuff that's usually used for geographical stuff.
Yep.
Geological. That's what I'm trying to say. That's the one I want. Stuff about rocks.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
And then in one of those episodes, didn't he say they found like the first evidence of people using like ovens as direct heat for cooking?
Well, yeah, and
from
then
like 500,000 years ago or something, or not,
like,
or like
it's some crazy number, like way before we think that civilization, quote unquote, started. But that's the other thing that I think is interesting. He points out how the different, like in Mexico and in Malta, and like kind of and all over the world, really, these like they're different sort of like origin myths or the different cultural like stories from those times. They all have a similar theme of like there was a big flood, there was only so many survivors, and then some like the what is it? Quetzalcoatl and Viracocha. Who's the other one? They were like these like they think that they're gods that like came and brought them civilization, and like in Greece it was Prometheus brought fire, and it's like no, those might have been advanced civilization people that were some of the survivors of those advanced civilizations who were bringing them that technology.
Well, it's no different than the ancient alien people saying they were aliens. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like maybe they were advanced culture, but they were just human. They were just humans that were here that got wiped out in the huge flood, And they had to go to the hunter-gatherers and the smaller farmers that survived, the civilizations that survived, and set up civilization again.
Yeah.
Like, which was the... What? Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, like, when they did the recreation of the thing in Malta or whatever.
Which one?
It was fucking weird. Like the monoliths of Malta, I think.
Yeah.
When they did the recreation, they said when they found it, all the walls inside were painted red.
Yeah,
and there was like ritual chambers and shit.
Yeah, there's like charred animal remains, so they were obviously like at least feasting, if not doing some kind of animal sacrifice or whatever.
Yeah, they said it was either a ritual feast or a ritual sacrifice.
But it's interesting that like maybe they didn't build it; they found that site that was already there, and they were because then there was the one. Cholula in Mexico.
In Mexico, yep.
The one that is like it's a big pyramid, but inside it is a smaller one, and inside it is a smaller one, and inside that is a smaller one, like Russian dolls. Yep. So basically, like older civilizations started it, and they kept adding to it, like yeah,
and they're all built on significant places.
Well, and like a lot of them have
underground cavities and stuff. It's weird.
A lot of them are built on like springs, water springs.
Yep.
And have
the one in Indonesia is.
Yeah, that Gunung Padang one is. Yep. And then they have the chambers underneath.
Yep.
Like there's rooms. Man, can you imagine if you could get in there? Would you go if there was a way to get into those chambers, would you go in there?
Which one?
Any of them. If there was a way at those geological sites that you could like get inside there.
Like are you like the one that he's walking through, those ones with the tunnels?
No, like not just those ones, but like the ones that they only know that they're there because they've done the ground penetrating radar, or like underneath a Giza. Like because in Egypt, I think it was a robot had to go in there and they found it because they sent one of those little robot things.
And then it became like I don't know what it was, but they said that they think it existed before the pyramid, and they built the pyramid around it.
I think that's so interesting. Yeah. Like, what if it was like it was there way before, and they like the Aztecs, like it because like is it the Aztecs? Not that one wasn't Cholula.
No.
Was it
the Aztec one? I believe they said it's supposed to be built on a some kind of like subterranean thing, like it had tunnels.
And then
it was built around it.
That's not Cholula's not that one though. There was a different one. I can't remember which one it was.
Well, there was like some kind of in Cholula. There was like some kind of cavern that it was built on.
Yeah, there was like tunnels, like underground, like, and they have those like peaked tops. Like I don't know, like I think wouldn't you feel claustrophobic and weird down there?
Probably.
Like,
probably.
I mean, shit, I'm 5'0" nothing. Imagine you walking in those places. Like, how tall are they? I wonder how compacted would you feel?
Oh, I'm sure they're tiny because like people back then were tiny people. You know what I mean? Like people don't understand. Like people didn't start becoming this big that often until they started putting like hormones and stuff in your food.
No, but like. That's another thing that's interesting though, because they talk about the people who come to like Cholula, the lore or the cultural story is that it was built by giants.
Yep, giants.
There was like 7 giants that built it or whatever. So that's interesting too. Like, what if they are people from an advanced civilization that, like we are now, have people who are taller more often? Because they you have to think too, like if they're an advanced civilization, maybe they have more like how we have just an excess of food because we have farming and all that stuff.
Well, one thing I found interesting was the Egyptian thing of the Egyptian god. I can't remember his name, but the one that introduced civilization to Egypt or whatever.
Is that Thoth? Thoth was there's Thoth, and there's Enki and Enlil. I don't know. I don't remember.
One of them. But
one of those dudes.
Sure. But the lore in Egypt was that he introduced all this stuff to them, and then he left it to be ruled by the other god or whatever. Left Egypt to be ruled by the other god, and then he went to other lands to do this.
Was it Quetzalcoatl? Maybe no, because he was
that one.
Like because there's one. Yep. There's like monuments to Quetzalcoatl in Mexico.
Yeah, that's in Mexico.
But they like also have they have another one that it's like he sailed away to go basically teach more civilizations.
Yeah. But then I thought it was interesting that it's like a bearded man landed and all these things, and then like Egypt, it wasn't that uncommon for them to have beards. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. So that's what like the description of it sounds like he would have come from across, because that's what it is. He came from the water. So like the description is like he could have come from across the sea, and he fits the description of like the DNA structure or whatever over there.
Yeah.
It's trippy. Like you got to think a little bit about the idea of like, would we do that? You know what I mean? Like if an asteroid hit the planet and most of our civilization got smooshed, like would the survivors be using whatever technology they still had to go around and teach? Like,
no.
You know what I mean?
No way. We're too much of a selfish society.
Yeah, I kind of feel that way too, right?
Let's put it this way. If you just think of how much, coming from a small town, you've heard some unsavory things of people unsavory things people say of people of color, right?
Anyone who's non-white.
Imagine that person having to teach those people.
Well, obviously they're not the ones who would go out trying to.
Well, you never know.
Unless it was for.
You got to consider
it could have been for survival. I don't know. Well, but they are the farmers. So if they survive, they would just stay here and to keep farming, and they wouldn't have a problem. That's true. That's
just
true.
Think of that, I don't know. Us as a fucking society, I think we're just too selfish.
Do you know what I like? So my silly brain, when I have some AK-47, like, you know how on Ancient Aliens, they talk about how the aliens that came down, like the things that the ancient people talk about is like birds or like stuff that looks like airplanes
or like rockets.
Yeah, but what if that was an ancient civilization that had the level of technology that we have now, and they did fly to those places and land in those places where maybe people haven't seen planes before, and they had to rebuild society from there because everything got flooded and died.
But that's what I was saying, as far as it being almost on the same wavelength as Ancient Aliens, because it's trying to prove this unknown civilization error.
You gotta think though, okay, this is me and my intrusive thoughts.
Go ahead. I mean, I'm talking about aliens and.
No, I know, but I was honestly sitting on my couch, watching the whole thing. The Randall, Carlson, Graham, Hancock on Joe Rogan thing.
Yeah.
And how high they were talking about the waves would have been and stuff, and how it was 1 to 2 miles thick of ice sheets after that. Mm-hmm. I couldn't help but look out my window and be like, what would that look like if a big wave just came and destroyed everything as I was sitting here?
Well, the thing about that.
And I'm like, I feel like if a therapist heard that, they might try to put me somewhere.
Yeah. But the plains, that's pretty much why we have hills and stuff in the plains. It's not much hills, but around my hometown, it's hilly. But that's
the glacial glacial erosion.
Yeah.
I don't know the science words. Go watch the shows for that.
Basically, they were melting and they were sliding across the prairie, I guess. Yeah, maybe that's it.
I mean, but you gotta go rewatch that one with on Joe Rogan with Randall Carlson, because the pictures that he has of we gotta go to Hot Springs, South Dakota to check out the mammoths. There's mammoth stuff in Hot Springs, South Dakota.
Hot Springs, South Dakota? Okay.
Yeah, over the Black Hills Way. And they talk about it on the podcast there. Like there was mammoths uncovered in, I don't remember if it was tar pits or what. Like there was mammoths uncovered. Mm-hmm. And like the whole thing that they say was like, oh, they just wandered into these pits and couldn't get out. But the thing with like the flood theory, right?
Yeah.
Is that no, they were pushed from another location and the floodwaters and got pushed into them by the waters and were drowned.
Okay.
And that's how they got stuck there. And that's because there was another thing that Randall Carlson had pictures of mammoths that were uncovered that you could see their legs were like, you could clearly see it. Their legs were broken off. Like they got pushed over so hard and so fast that like their legs broke and their feet stayed in the ground where they were standing.
Yeah.
Like that's got to be a hell of a lot of pressure for a woolly mammoth to smack it that hard and knock it over like that.
Yeah. Well, have you ever been to the Heritage Center in North Dakota?
Where is that? Is that in Bismarck?
It's in Bismarck, right next to the Capitol. It's like on the same ground.
I think so, but I want to say it was like a long time ago. That is a place that Dad would have taken us, right?
Probably.
Dad would have made your mom drag all of us.
We were probably there. Yeah.
No, that's what I think in my mind. I'm like, I bet, that's one of those things. Oh, yeah. Dad would have been like, let's go do this. And your mom would have been like, yeah, okay, let's go. Sure.
Yeah.
Let's take the kids all to the Crazy Horse and go do the Crazy Horse walk. Won't that be fun?
Oh, fuck. Fuck you. I don't want 5 miles in the sweltering heat swatting fucking mosquitoes. For what?
So you can get to the top and see it from the top.
Fucking metal that I'm going to throw in a piece of Tupperware and never fucking see again?
That little square Volksmark metal that we had.
Let me melt it down into a bullet and fucking shoot you with it. You know what I'm saying? God damn, whose idea? That's a fun summer day.
That was Dad's idea. That was 100% my dad.
Real. You could have parked right next to it, and we could have said, fuck the metals, and we could have been in and out of that place in 15 minutes.
We could have gone to Rushmore and then gone mini golfing.
So I'm just saying, we could have went right to fucking the Crazy Horse. You know what I mean? We could have parked right next to it. Because
other people do. But hey,
I don't want that goddamn metal. And then you walk up to those fucking tables with the water on it, like fucking Jackie Chan in Shanghai Noon when he finally finds water when he's off the fucking mountain. Just, it's like, fucking Christ, it's 100 degrees out here.
I don't know if you remember my Uncle Harley with his shirt off looking like Buddha.
And then some fucking asshole sees a goddamn mountain goat. Look at the mountain.
Oh my God, I know.
Throw that fucker off the goddamn mountain. You know what I mean? You say mountain goat one more fucking time. I don't give a shit about that mountain goat right now. I'm trying to stay alive.
Totally my dad's idea.
Such a horror. What the fuck? Your dad's idea of fun was so fucking stupid. Oh God. Your dad had some cool, we did some cool shit with your dad, but goddamn did he have some dunce of ideas every once in a while.
He absolutely is the one whose idea it was to go to the Heritage Center. Like that was Dad's idea, and then we probably the Heritage Center. Go. Oh no, and we totally. I think did you go with us? We went to like Reptile Gardens.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So we did. Yeah, we had some good cool shit. Yeah.
Let's go to a zoo.
Hiking in the sweltering heat for a whole day.
And then we looked for a parking spot for like 45 minutes to walk into Wall Drug. And then
that's right.
You should have seen the look on my mother's face when your dad marched her in the middle of this fucking wall drug and said, "This is why we're here." And it's a fucking water spigot with cups underneath it. Free ice water.
This is why
What the fuck? I could have got this at the gas station down the fucking road for $2. I'll gladly pay the $2.
Nope,
fucking
that was Dad.
Ice water, slurping on it like it's a goddamn martini.
Oh my god! And then he gets so excited. And then the penny machines where you had to turn the crank to turn the penny into let's smush it or whatever. Oh my god, he loved that shit.
Yeah. You mean the machines that are in fucking Asian restaurants right now? You don't have to go to fucking Rushmore to get that. I can get that down the street.
I know, but he loved it.
I know. He enjoyed himself, but I loved, like, that was my enjoyment out of it, just to see my mom's reaction to all this.
Yes, Tim. Yes, Tim, no. I see it.
Yeah, like her reaction when he drug her in the middle of that store and showed her a fucking water spigot. I'm pretty sure she wanted to fucking leave him there. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
You know, your mom really is a saint for how well she took care of my dad. Man. Good Lord.
Could you imagine me asking my mother to do the fucking crazy horse block?
Oh my God. Go do that with your friends by yourself.
I wouldn't even imagine the fucking answer I would get out of that. Your dad had the balls to ask my mom.
To climb a mountain for a day with four. Yeah. With how many kids? Shit.
With fucking kids just bitching the whole way.
A lot of us. How many? Like, there's at least. Were Shelly and Dale there? I can't remember.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. I think us. No, but that's still 5 fucking kids on a hot ass day walking up a fucking hill for 6 hours.
And then guess what? When you got to the end, you don't even get your fucking medal. You sign a sheet and they send it to you in the mail.
I know, and then you got to walk back down.
Oh, no, fuck that. You walk right over to the road you walk like a fucking 100 yards to your car. I ain't walking back down that fucking thing. Fuck that. Oh
my God. But anyway, the Heritage Center. Yes, that was my dad's idea of a good time. And I'm sure, like, your poor mother.
Well, the Heritage Center, like, now it's fucking awesome. Like, if you guys ever come up this way, we should all go to Bismarck and go to the Heritage Center. But like
Jonny, Haleigh, Cindy, Aisha, day of fun.
We totally could do it. And then but like the Heritage Center, they opened up like a huge prehistoric exhibit. Like it's probably I don't know, it's probably 2 or 3 times the size. Or like it's like just the exhibits.
Did they find some mammoths there too or no?
I don't know about mammoths. There's a few T-Rexes that we found in riverbeds. Okay. And then they have a turtle there that's fucking massive that they found in the riverbeds.
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
Prehistoric turtle. Yeah. It's
fuck yeah, I'm about that.
But it's cool. Like, they have an aquatic, like a little, like a room that you walk through. It's not very big, but it's like a little aquatic room that has like aquatic fossils that they found. And then you walk into the fucking room. Like the size of like a gymnasium, and it has like T-Rexes and all kinds of shit.
Sweet, I love.
And then it's got all the old stuff that it had, like the Native American history and all that good shit too.
Oh, sweet, yeah. Let's rock that place up. We could do some little YouTube whatevers about that kind of a visit.
Yeah, we could totally, and it's free.
Fuck yeah! I don't know about hot springs, but we can check those out too. The mammoths.
Yeah, but come to think of it, we probably did all kinds of shit in Bismarck. Like, if he drug us to the fucking.
I was gonna say, I know we had to go to the zoo. How many times did we all go mini golfing? You know.
Did we ever go to? Did we ever go to General George Custer's house?
Oh, I'm sure we did.
Did you ever come with us to that?
Yeah.
That is the dumbest fucking thing. It's not cool. It looks like an old shitty house, and then with sheds built all around it.
This is what it is. Dad was frequently just like a gym teacher taking a bunch of kids on field trips.
Oh, don't get me wrong. Like we had to go there.
He loved this. Yeah, he loved the shit out of it.
Oh God.
That is the thing. Dad would take us places that you would go on a fucking school field trip somewhere for education. Like that's where Dad wanted to go. I mean, we went to again reptile gardens and zoos, and like we went to the river camping and stuff like that. Fun shit.
I remember one time your dad took me to the Pizza Ranch or whatever it was in Mobridge.
Yeah. Pizza Hut. Yeah. Oh no, Pizza Ranch.
No, it's like a Pizza Ranch.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
It was a makeshift Pizza Ranch in a fucking college cafeteria.
What?
It was on like college grounds. It was on some like college grounds in a cafeteria building.
Of course it was. Oh my God, my dad.
Fucking awesome.
My dad. Let me tell you what. God, he was goofy shit.
And then he insisted that we drive through the reservation on the way home.
I know he does.
We did. We were like, whatever.
Oh my gosh. Because you have to take the scenic route and go on the other side of the river because you can't just look at the river from this side. You got to look at the river from the other side.
Yeah. How my mother didn't fucking stab him in the neck in his sleep is beyond me.
She's got medication.
That's true. Because you hear that story about that crazy lady that fucking that person sleeping and then she fucking shoots him in the head.
Which is that one? I think I kind of know what you're talking about.
There was a comedian,
Phil Hartman.
Phil Hartman that happened to.
Yeah.
Some crazy
Phil Hartman,
bitch shot him in the head when he was sleeping.
All right.
But like Phil Hartman, sucks he died, but how my mother didn't do that to your father.
Listen, I have no idea. She's a saint. I don't know. Your mom is she's the best. The things that she had to put up with. Mm-hmm. Oh, yes, Tim. Okay, we'll get some steaks. Yes, Tim. Okay, we'll get some bearded lizards. Okay, Tim, we'll have an iguana.
Just her secretly in the kitchen drinking food and then at night.
I love though how like the only one thing that she had that she like would not let him have was birds because she's afraid of birds. Like she would she would not allow him to have pet birds. Like he had every other weird fucking pet and bred his own mice to feed his snake. She put up with a lot of shit, man.
Yeah. But like I remember when they had iguanas when he lived
Yeah.
They would get out of the cage and they'd whip my mom with their dick. Or like they didn't like women.
Get out of their cage. Like Dad wasn't just taking them out of their cage and letting them out and letting them roam.
No, they would get out. Like he would be on like work trips.
Oh, that's right, because he was doing FSA travel.
Well, this fucking cage, it was chicken wire and pieces of wood that looked like you fucking salvage out of a goddamn beach.
Pretty sure he put some of that together himself. I'm pretty sure some of that was DIY. He put all of
it together by himself. I'd be surprised if he didn't wire the light himself. Fucking fire hazard. Burn the house down.
Oh my God. Oh, yeah. Your mom put up with some shit, man.
Oh yeah.
I loved those iguanas though. I would, that's kind of like if I hit it rich, man, I would have an iguana. I would have an iguana that would live in a greenhouse. I think that would be some bitchin' shit. Because they were funny.
Their fucking names too, Louie and Bobo.
Bobo was the one that would like get so pissed. I can't believe you remember that shit either.
I can't fucking. I just thought of it. I was like, I know one's Bobo, but which one was Louie?
No, but
Louie.
The second you said that, I was like, oh my God, that is their fucking names. And remember, Bobo was the one who would look in the mirror and get so pissed and like shake his head up and down really fast.
Apparently, the blessing of the elders is upon him.
They're blessing you with ancient knowledge. Look at that. Yeah. Man, ask the elders what the fuck is up with the ancient flood, yo.
I gotta send you the link to this shit when we get off here. It's so fucking weird.
We'll support it. Here you go, dude. Here's his Etsy shop with his fuck yeah. It's a great shirt.
I'm not a part of your church, dude. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I love it. I think it's
the
great.
Elders?
The blessings of the elders. Who are the elders? I don't know.
My grandmother. My grandmother's my elder. I don't think she's
good Lord. No, listen. We don't need to be trying. If you imagine going to my grandma Nettie. Can you imagine going to my grandma with that shirt and say, hey,
to be honest,
oh my God.
Like, to be honest, I'm pretty sure the only way she wouldn't give a shit is if I had some of my mother's cooking with me.
Oh, yeah. No, if you bring Cindy food along, she'll forgive you anything.
My mom told me that's one of her biggest fucking complaints about the nursing home. The cooking sucks.
Because it's so much better than what you could make for yourself when you could barely move around your head. Like, grandma.
Well, no, she's pissed because she doesn't have Cindy cooking for her.
Cindy can't just be cooking for her all the time. I mean, we all would like to have Cindy food all day, every day. I understand that.
Yeah, but she's pissed that the nursing home food isn't like her food.
Oh my god! Well, you know what? I'm pissed off that the food I cook isn't like Cindy food. I don't know what to tell you. We all wish we could have Cindy food all day, every day.
Right. There's a lady at my aunt's my mom's place, and then my grandpa and grandma's place, because they have like a sewing shop. And,
yeah.
Yep. There's a lady there that always says we're so blessed. I should wear this shirt around her.
Oh my god, we're so
she'll fucking cry.
You bring that shirt around here and be like, we are so blessed. I'm blessed by the elders.
Yeah. That's one thing I don't like about that town, is how much like somebody just took a Bible and beat the living fuck out of you with it for years until you knew every word of it and worshipped it.
Oh my god! I think sometimes too, like, you had to go through confirmation and you had to go through like all that garbage and Bible school and stuff, and it's like, I hated every second of it. Why was I forced to do that garbage?
But like, you got to look at the old people and like that were raised in like the 20s and the 40s and shit, and why they're Christians. Yeah, it's because if you weren't a Christian, you got the shit kicked out of you.
That is 100% true. So yeah,
I was gonna say they're not Christians by fucking choice. They got the shit kicked out of them if they weren't.
That's true. That is a true thing.
I don't like religion. I never have.
I don't know. I don't like anything that has any sort of structure to it that says you have to follow these rules or you can't be part of our club. Well, fuck you. I don't want to follow any of your rules. I don't want to be part of your stupid, fruity little club.
Well, I think there's good in religion. Like, there's good in being charitable and all that shit, but I don't need a religion to be charitable.
Well, that's just it. It's like the things that are good about religion are like, you don't need to have religion to not be a dickhead. Like, you can just not be a dickhead. Like, you really need to have somebody write those rules down for you. Like, I'm not about it either.
I don't know. Religion is just a weird fucking thing.
Well, it's very much like politics, where it makes people so mad at each other if they're of different religions, and it's like, who the fuck cares? Same thing with your political thing.
Well, my thing.
Who the fuck cares? We don't have to agree with each other. That's not required.
My thing about religion is I wouldn't have a problem with it if it wasn't such a blatant like misregard or just look the other way kind of thing of these people just fucking these little kids. You know what I mean? God,
that's like the whole Catholic.
That's the only problem I have with religion.
And they still do it where they just like shift them to a different place where they don't know about it.
But that's the thing. It's like was a pastor like in North Dakota or whatever that I knew of that was investigated for this or whatever, but he's still fucking practicing. He's still practicing, so obviously nothing happened.
So stupid. Like, just unbelievably gross.
You're right. It is. And these people defend them. That's what bothers me.
I know.
Old people will defend a pastor. Why?
Yeah, just because he reads out of the Bible. I can read out of the Bible too. That doesn't mean they don't do terrible shit.
Well, you got to think too. The pastors that. By the way, what? I mean, I don't know about this guy, but there was a pastor that I met in Wishick.
Okay.
That apparently went to high school at Eureka.
I think that is correct. I don't remember the name, but I do think that sounds very correct because because I want to say my mom said something about it, that they're up in Wishick or something.
Yeah, he came and ate on Monday when I was helping my mom or whatever.
Oh, nice. Go to Cindy's and support Cindy's.
For sure.
Not that's some inside baseball shit too.
Yeah.
This is like, what we talk about in the rural Dakotas. Is
pretty much
that person that I went to high school with. Now they're doing some other small time thing in the small town. Blah, 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 blah. And there's nothing wrong with that. Whatever, live your life and do what you want to do. It's just not my particular flavor.
Yeah, but like, was that guy like a super religious dude in like high school?
I don't know. I was honestly in high school. I was always so like. Anything to do with religion, I just like that built a wall. I'm not interested. I don't care. My mom shoves it down my throat at home. I don't want to hear it. So I really probably didn't pay attention enough to know. Like, I don't think I did. I mean, we were kind of all forced to go to church and pretend. So it's also kind of hard to know, you know, was somebody, you don't really know if someone was really into it or just going just because I feel like I went because I was forced to go. So it's not like,
well, no, I didn't want to go. Fuck no.
I wasn't screaming and kicking about it because there's nothing I could have done anyway. But
my thing was once I was old enough not to go, I knew I wasn't. So who gives a shit if I go? Get up on Sunday morning, suck my fucking ass cheeks. I'm not kidding. Well,
get up on Sunday morning and spend an hour sitting and listen to people talk and singing songs that are like the most boringest shit ever.
Yeah. Well, I used to be at the bars like Friday and Saturday night drinking like hard.
Oh,
like,
sure.
I'd be hung the fuck over on Saturday, and there's no way I'm going to fucking sleep.
And like
one thing like people in my family too, they tell me like they're all religious and this shit. It's like, since when? You know what I mean? It's like we went to church, but like since I was like what do you call it? Confirmed?
Yeah.
Or whatever. Like, I don't think you've been to church since I've been fucking confirmed, and now you're saying you're all religious and shit.
It's like it really is. Like at some point, it seems like it's more of a social thing, like to go to church.
It is.
More than the actual message or whatever.
Yeah. That's what it is in a small town.
It is. It's a social gathering more than anything.
If you go to a church of people that don't know who you are, then okay, but then you're going for a different reason. But yeah, it's all about a small town and all these fucking cunts that are gonna visit for coffee and then
just cut out.
See who didn't come to church?
Like, oh my god, just cut out the church service and go have the coffee. Like that's all you actually want. Go have the coffee.
And then we one of the pastors that was a Lutheran church at the Lutheran church in Wishick, I believe, one of the pastors that was there, I think, got popped for like molesting kids or something like that. Oh
God!
It was that Canadian dude.
I don't know.
You remember him?
I don't think I remember. I know I had a friend. I had a friend from high school that moved away. That like she had some like involvement with the pastor when she, I don't know, was 11 or 12 or something like that. And then I think they had moved to North Dakota somewhere. Fucking A, man. It happens everywhere and it's gross and awful. Stop it. Like,
North Dakota is weird in the sense, like, as far as like church and religion, that it's like almost like the South.
I know. It's very sort of Bible belty. Like we don't, it's maybe not necessarily 100%. The same, in terms of like what the church service might look like, but the mentality is very much the same. Like
there's people like, oh god.
No, it is. Like I do say, like sometimes I have said like I kind of live in the South Dakota. Yeah. Like it is.
I mean, it's very Southern mentality.
Very conservative, religious.
But people
I don't know. Like it's kind of hard for me because I don't know. I just dislike it so much. Like if it's something that it that you're not cramming down everybody's throats and it's just your thing that makes you happy, then fine. Yeah. Like because there are those people who just like they just enjoy their church or their whatever, their Bible, whatever, and that's fine. But when you're trying to shove it down everybody else's throats and you think that I'm an asshole when I'm not,
much,
that's when I have a problem with it. Like, we don't have to both enjoy that,
my thing is just like, if you enjoy religion, okay, but don't take it literally.
Oh, don't use it That's the thing that I don't like, is that a lot of times religion is used as a reason to dislike people, or to like say people are evil, or people are this or that.
There's people in this state by the thousands that think that the Bible is the literal word of God. You know what I mean? Like it's like that's how fucking far gone people are. Like most people in this state that go to church and say they know the Bible, they've never read the Bible.
Oh, I know. And like the thing that I think is interesting is like, why is the Bible the word of God? And then all of like ancient Sumerian, texts and
fucking weird.
And like none of that shit counts. Only the Bible counts. Like it's just another cultural history, just like Aztecs or Mayans or whatever. It's just a cultural. So like you can't sit there and say it's the end all be all and it came directly from God. Like that's what all the religions say, that it came from God.
I think this is what I think we should do. I think we should find out who the real Christians are. And on Sunday, we should start church at 12 o'clock.
Fucking noon?
Fucking kickoff of the NFL. Let's see who's really into fucking God. That's what I'm saying. The most kickoffs in the day are going to be at noon. Let's see who shows up.
I like that idea, actually.
Let's do a no.
I didn't catch where you were going.
Policy too.
Oh my god! No, no phones. You can't check the score on your phone while you're sitting there.
Leave your goddamn phone in your car. You can't check.
Yeah.
And guess what?
Then
we're gonna
see how
Catholics
many people
today.
stay. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna be Catholics today, and church is gonna be in 3 hours, bitch. It's like we're gonna do 3 communions, and we're gonna do fucking so many sermons you want to fucking throw up.
I love it. No, that is. I didn't right away when you said noon. I didn't catch it because I'm not a sports person. I don't.
We totally should do it. Let's see who's really.
That's 100% true, because they would be empty. Then nobody would be. Nobody's gonna be missing football to go sit in church. Like, nah.
Yeah.
That's 100% true. I love it.
I think that's the only reason church is in the morning at like 8 o'clock
because that's what you do to kill time.
No, because you can't compete with the NFL. What you're selling isn't as interesting. I'm sorry. We're gonna watch human beings.
And even the people that usually go wouldn't be interested enough to go instead of watching the footballs.
Yeah.
No, that's true.
We're gonna go watch people fucking run 40 miles an hour and just crush each other. Fuck your religion.
And we're gonna drink beer and eat snacks, and that's what.
I think that's a good idea. I think
fuck your wine and crackers. We're gonna have beer and little mini fucking wieners and shit.
Right. I tell my mom all the time, it's like, you better not hope I move back to Wishing, because if I do, I will run for mayor and I'll probably win that bitch.
I just see that because you would do nothing but going door to door and talking to people. And I would. I know you would. Oh my god, that'd be hilarious. The city council would
hate my fucking guts because I wouldn't play into their stupid bullshit.
You just no, I'm not doing anything. We're not.
No, I just be like, nah. We're not doing that.
Nah, we're not doing that.
You want how much money to do what? Nah,
we're not doing that.
If it sounds dumb, just be like, no, it's fucking dumb.
I love it. No. John for mayor. Vote for John for mayor.
I would never run for mayor. Fuck that.
I don't have any. I would never want to be in political office. Just
being a mayor is for like that's a ham and eggers job right there. Just some fucking God-fearing fucking moron that thinks. The only reason you run for mayor is so people.
My stepdad has been mayor. My stepdad's been mayor of Eureka, like multiple times. Multiple times.
Why your stepdad? You know why your stepdad ran for mayor?
I know.
Somebody fucking murmured in his ear, "Oh, you would be the best mayor ever." And then you know what? He started believing their bullshit.
Let me tell you. You know why? You know who that was that did that? My mother.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh God! Here's the thing.
And then you know what he spent most of his time doing was fixing stuff up around town for free, and it's like, what the fuck is the point of that?
But no disrespect to your stepdad. I know him. I've met him. He's a decent guy.
No, but it's like, it's
But I'm just saying, if you won a mayor race in Eureka. And you took that to your head or whatever.
The person that he ran against was like the fucking high school science teacher.
Yeah, I was gonna say. But it's like if you
that's who he ran against.
If you win that and you think that you've done something or you've accomplished something, you're a queef, man.
Listen, because here's the thing, though. You got to think that's how small the town is, that the mayor can also be a high school teacher at the same time. Yeah, because he was mayor at the same ass time. So like, because oh my god, just insane. Does that happen in other? Email us JonnyHaleighDof@gmail.com. Does that happen in other rural places amongst the Americas or Canada or wherever the fuck you're at, where people can be mayor and also like, high school teacher? Like my stepdad was a crop insurance adjuster. Like you could be mayor and have another full-time ass job because that's how small the town is.
And let's be honest, being the mayor of this town involves zero effort.
I know. And like
you gotta hear people. You basically just gotta be open to hearing people's bullshit.
No, but that's exactly it. And that's another reason that I think that sometimes people like to be mayor in a small town, because you get all the gossip, because you're the one who's getting all the phone calls of all the people who are pissed off at their neighbors about stupid shit.
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what, like, he would constantly be getting phone calls from people who are just pissed off at their neighbors because they're doing this or that stupid shit. And it's like, so you're supposed to be now you've just been elected to schoolyard bully handler of petty shit ass fucking complaints.
Well, the funny thing about like the mayor, the guy that was running against your stepdad, is like, if he won, basically you would be voting for a guy that basically has to calm your shithead kid down in a and
that guy was mayor before Mark. Like he was mayor for a while before Mark ran against him and was mayor. So my stepdad went like, you're voting into mayorhood the guy who has to like deal with your snot-nosed fucking kid.
Yeah, you want to know what a bigger piece of shit fucking job title is? Or not job title, but just title.
What?
There's a fucking person that actually wants to be mayor of Lair.
Oh my god! How many?
You remember that?
What's the population?
Fucking depression.
I didn't know Lair had enough people to have a city council.
I think all you need is 10 people technically.
What's their population?
Because there was that.
I'm gonna look this up right now.
Okay.
Like, what is the population?
There was that documentary.
North Dakota.
There was that documentary, Welcome to Leith, and I think they only had 40 people.
Oh my!
And they had a city council. It was 5 people.
I cannot understand. Lair, North Dakota population.
Is it like 40?
I don't know. I'm looking it up. Lair, North Dakota.
Have one, because it's probably fluctuating.
The population was 81 in the 2020s.
That's so fucking wrong. There's probably 40 people that live in there. I would say 40 tops.
No, but like you gotta think though. You know why the number's higher? Because probably some people still have their addresses at like their parents or grandparents' house, because there's no fucking. No, is that
probably true? It's probably true because they're probably counting farms around Lair. So yeah.
No, yeah, like, but that's the thing.
Inside the town, I would say 40.
Yeah, that's inside the town. That's not counting like the farmers and stuff that are in the county area or whatever that their address is considered to be Lair.
Yeah. Technically, since I've moved away from Wishick a long time ago, but since I graduated high school and all that, and like since now, basically there's 2 reasons you live in Lair. To get the fuck away from Wishick, or you retired. Or
you're a farmer.
To live in a secluded town and do a bunch of drugs.
No, that's probably 100% true too. But think about this. This is how, like, I don't think some people understand how small town we really can be. Like, legit, 81 people, the population of Lair is probably smaller than like the fucking, normal capacity or traffic of a fucking Walmart in Fargo. Do you know what I mean? You probably have more people running around in a Walmart between the employees and the customers in a fucking city than are in the census of 2020 of Lair. Yeah. That's how small town North and South Dakota is, y'all.
There's more than 80 people that probably live on my block. There probably is. There's apartment buildings all around me.
100% true though.
There's probably. Hold on.
Maybe.
I mean, there's probably 20 something that live in this building alone.
Oh yeah. So you're already 1/4 of the town of Lair.
Yeah. Pretty much. I'm based. Yeah.
That's a crazy thought to me.
So dumb.
You could just go inside. I would love that. That would be so fun. If someone works at Walmart, please get on the loudspeaker and just say, there are currently more people in this Walmart than are the total population of Lair, North Dakota. Isn't that fun? And listen, I'm not saying again. I remember driving through Mud Butte, South Dakota, which is like in the middle of the state where there's nothing, and they legit had a population sign, population 3.
Fucking right.
Like that's how small fucking small town Dakota is. Yeah. All you need is 3 people, and you can have a town.
But like. Some of the fun, like, it's like Lair is just a weird town. Like I drove back home last weekend, and
there's nothing there.
Well, I drove through Lair. I don't do this very often, but like since I work on Saturdays, I drove home after work, and I drove through Lair at night. And there's not a lot of lights on, and like it's a
because it's empty. Like they don't have do they even have it? They don't have a post office. They don't have a city building.
I think they have a post office.
They do have a post office.
I think they do. And they have a no, they don't have a bar anymore because that lady passed away.
Yeah, and they don't have a gas station.
No, they don't have a gas station.
No.
You
gotta go to Wishing.
Yeah, they don't have a grocery store.
I don't think people.
Yeah.
See now, but now I'm gonna circle this back around to the ancient apocalypse again.
Okay.
Think though about how small towns are around here. Like you really wouldn't have needed to have that many survivors of an ancient apocalypse, even if it was from an advanced civilization, to be able to go out and create stuff. Because like, look at how small of populations and shit we have here. Like you wouldn't, there might have only been just a handful of little pockets of people here and there. Because that's how we exist here now.
Well, like, I guess Lair used to be a pretty fucking, like my dad told me when he was like younger.
Oh no, yeah. Like even we went to we went and saw an AC/DC cover band at that fucking. It used to be some kind of a bar or something.
It's like a gymnasium, basically.
I know but it's like boarded up now, I think, and like I don't know.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, like that's one thing I asked my dad too. I was like, why don't they have that shit going on anymore? Because I think the dude still lives around there. They put it on, so I don't know why the fuck they do it. But drive to Lair to see an AC/DC cover.
But guess what? Whose fucking idea was that shit? Who dragged our asses to see an AC/DC cover band?
Your dad did.
Your poor mother. She went along with it. She sat there.
She didn't even drink back then either. Around all these stumbling.
She's just having to sit there with her Diet Coke and be the one to fucking drive everybody home later. Oh God.
Just a fucking blaring fucking, like, this auditorium is not big, and just blaring fucking amps.
Out of the worst.
My poor mother.
Your mother deserves a fucking medal and a statue in the middle of goddamn Wishick with her holding a spatula or something. Like, I don't know. But bless your mother, holy shit.
She does some stuff every once in a while, and I'm just like, what? You know what I mean? Like she goes to like rodeos and shit, like with Elena.
Oh well, Elena wants to go because she's got to check out the horses.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta be checking out them horses, yo.
True that. Yeah, consider like some of this shit my mom did. Oh my God.
Oh Lord. What is a wonderful, beautiful human being for putting up with my dad. I love my dad, don't get me wrong. He was great.
Like
But goddamn it, having to be around all that all the time and like, okay, yeah, we'll go to the pet store again and get some crickets for your lizards.
Yeah. My mom asked me a question one time of like, because she was like, was I really that bad? Like, because I said you before you got medicated. My fucking God.
And it was a night and day difference.
It was, oh God. Yes. But
I mean,
I told her, I just used this example. I was like, basically, this is how bad you were. You were carrying the garbage back one day. And I asked you a question out the door. Like I was outside the door and I asked her a question. And she turned back and she fell in a hole. Now, mind you, I'm about 15, 16 years old, but and she looked back and she just, you know how my mom, when she gets pissed, she gets that really like that kind of shit. She basically did that, and she looked back at me, and she thought I was digging holes. Guess what? She thought I was digging holes in the yard like a fucking toddler. Like I'm 15. I can't remember. I was 15 or 16 years old, but she thinks I'm out there with like a fucking shovel and bucket. But and then guess what's 2 feet from her when she trips?
It's probably Buster.
That's fucking yeah. I'm out there digging holes, not the mutt right next to you, fucking bitch.
Who would dig himself out of his fucking enclosure and go knock up the dog down the road?
Buster.
What? All the more stuff that Cindy had to put up with because of my dad's pets. Like,
oh man,
for real.
Your dad had the dumbest fucking pets too.
Oh God, I know it.
I don't know.
Rufus. Oh my God.
I don't know if like when they buy dogs, they just grab them by the head in the car and just repeatedly punch them because the dumbest. Dog.
You know what happens is they feel sorry for them idiot ones, and that's why they take them in.
Oh man, the ones that evolution should have weaned out.
They always end up being the biggest. Like Rufus, remember he was a 180-pound dog,
a cute little puppy. Yeah,
no. Yeah, I know.
Fucking the biggest goddamn dog I've ever seen.
It's so.
And then he loved to jump on you. I remember I had to carry a fucking magazine around with me and swat him in the nose when he tried to jump on me.
Because he thought he was a lap dog. You are not a lap dog, man. Like I could fit my whole head inside your mouth.
Mm-hmm. What other dog do they have? Oh, Ivan. I mean,
Ivan. Ivan's an idiot.
My God, talk about a tragedy there.
But Ivan did used to like somehow would know when Dad's blood sugar was low.
Yeah.
Like he would somehow know and would like wake him up at night. Like he wanted to go outside or something, but didn't want to go outside. Was like, no, you gotta fucking. And so Dad, Dad used to say, like, I'd ask him, like, do you have to go outside or is it me? Like, do I need to check my blood sugar?
Yeah.
But so he did have that going for him. But other than that, he is a doofy, like.
They're just pussies too. Those fucking dogs are the biggest pussies I've ever fucking seen.
I mean, they're spoiled as shit. Of course they are.
Oh God.
Well, anyway, I think I don't know. I'm gonna say we're probably good on like the timerness.
Yeah, we went all over on that one.
Hey, I like it. You know what? Follow our stream of consciousness. It's a fun place to be. We enjoy it. So thank you all for listening. Check us out on get on our Patreon, Jonny Haleigh DOF, and then on our Gmails and our TikToks and our whatever. I gotta post some TikToks and stuff on our shit. Yeah, follow our shit, support our shit, because we're fun shit.
I'm Jonny.
And I'm Haleigh. And this has been Jonny Haleigh Day of Fun.
Fun.
Peace out, y'all.
Later.